Hi there and welcome back to my latest video. So we're on step 21. So when you add a lower rank heading element to the page, it's implied that you're starting a new subsection. After the last H2 element of the second section element and add an H3 element with the text, things cats love with a colon. So Control C again, highlight, Control C, and then below the H2 we make an H3. So again it's shift less than H3 and shift greater than. But hopefully you've all got up to speed with that now. So I'm not going to say that anymore. So Control V, things cats love by a colon. Then we move on, submit to the next challenge. Right, so to create an unordered list of items, you can use the UL, so unordered list, that stands for element. After H3 element with the things cats love, colon, text, add an unordered list, UL, unordered list element. Note that nothing will be displayed at this point. So it's UL, a closing UL, and submit to the next challenge. Right, so the LI element is used to create a list element item in an ordered or unordered list. Here is an example of a list items in an unordered list, easy for me to say. So UL unordered tag and a closing UL. So in between the ULs we need LI, so for a list, and then we make the text and then a list, a closing list, sorry. So within the unordered list element, UL, nest 3 list items to display 3 things cats love. So catnip, so either you can, oh, right, so catnip, laser pointers, lasagna. Either you can copy and paste them or you can just type them out. So again it's a tag, an LI tag, a closing LI tag, LI tag, a closing LI tag, LI tag, and a closing LI tag. And just the same, shifting greater than and less than. So as long as you get closing, closing, and closing, sorry, a backslash, 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 then in between there you can either type it or just copy and paste it. So Control C, Control V, and make sure it's in between the LIs. Laser pointers, Control C, Control V, lasagna, Control C, and Control V. So let's see if that works. There we go, worked. So move on to the next one. So after the unordered list, add a new image with the src source attribute value set to https. So just copy and paste that. Sorry, Control C, highlight, Control C, and add its alt attribute value, because you remember you've done that before. So add its alt attribute value to, right, so I kind of mind if you do the image src equals Control V. Oh, that's a still closing tag, sorry. Now I can't mind if you've done that below that or above it. Right, so your code does not pass. The new image does not have an alt attribute. Check that there is a space after the opening tag's name and or there are spaces before all attributes. Of course it doesn't. All equals inverted commas, and then as I say, we've got the photo, but now we need an alt attribute as we done earlier on. So in between there, Control V, Yabba dabba do. Right, so the figure element is basically another way to do an image element. So the figure element represents self-contained content and will allow you to associate semantic web browse things. The figure element represents self-contained content and will allow you to associate an image with a caption. Nest the image you just added with a figure element. So basically it's a figure element. So figure tag, right, don't do what I done, and then a figure tag. In fact, put that below that actually, that makes it, no, so nest the image within a figure element. So figure element, figure element, figure element, and along with a backslash, that's it, closed. Right. A figure caption, fig caption element is used to add a caption to describe the image contained within the figure element. Here's an example of a fig caption element with a caption of a cute cat. So you've got a figure element, you've got a closing figure element, you've got an image element, you've got a self-closing tag, you've got a fig caption just before the closing tag. So basically we've got nothing there, but you'll see a caption in a minute. So after the image nested in the figure element, add the fig caption element with cats love lasagna. So highlight Control C, and before the closing tag, Control V. And as you'll see, it says cats love lasagna. So if that picture didn't show up, you would see cats love lasagna. No, sorry. If that picture didn't show up, it would be a slice of lasagna on a plate. That's so fig caption. I nearly forgot what I was doing there. And a closing fig caption. Fig caption. And you'll see closing fig caption. The fig caption moved it underneath the lasagna there because it was over here. And then we move on. To place emphasis on a specific word or phrase, you can use the EM element, which is emphasis. It emphasises the word love in the fig caption element by wrapping it. No, emphasise the word love in the fig caption element by wrapping it in an emphasis EM element. So EM and a closing EM. No, so the fig caption text should be cats love lasagna. Check for typos and necessary spaces are represented around the EM element's opening and closing tag. Right, so just a minute. So emphasise the word love in fig caption. Right, so EM closing EM. I don't know what I done the first time. After the figure element, add another H3 element with the text. So copy and paste again, Control C. Control C to copy and Control V to paste. So top 3 things cats hate. So add after the figure element, add an H3 element. So again, it's just a tag, an H3 tag, a closing H3 tag. Make sure you've got a closing H3 tag and don't do what I done. Control V. So the top 3 things cats hate. So submit and go to the next step. So the code for an ordered list is OL. It's similar to an unordered list, but the list items in an ordered list are numbered when displayed. Below the H3 element and add an ordered list with the three list items: flea, treatment, thunder, and other cats. As I say to you, just can copy and paste, copy and paste, copy and paste, or you can just type them. So again, it's an OL tag, a closing OL tag, and in between your OL tags we need a list tag. So if you don't have a closing and opening LI, then it won't work. Make sure you've got a closing and opening li. So li and a closing and opening, right? So if you've missed the backslash, just check, make sure you've not missed it. Right, so copy and paste, Control C, oh, Control V, oh, don't do what I done. Easy done, I suppose. Definitely don't do what I done. Make sure you put it in there. So Control C, that's where you can make mistakes, eh? Control V, it's easy to make a mistake. Control C, Control V, and that should be it. If it's no, then we'll figure it out. So, sorry, your code does not pass. Your 3 elements should be nested in an OL element. How's it not like? Your 3 LI elements should be nested in an OL element. As I said before, don't do what I done. Right, so at least we figured it out. After the ordered list, add another figure element. Right, so again, it's a figure tag, a closing figure tag. Oh, just watch your spelling. Right, now figure element, submit and go to the next. Inside the figure element, just added nest an image element with a src attribute set to, so a source attribute set to this. So copy and paste, Control C, img for image, source equals inverted commas, and it's a self-closing tag, so you use the greater than sign. You don't need a closing tag. And then you Control V, and then we should see another photo, which is cute cats. Then submit. So to improve accessibility of the image, you add an alt attribute with the text. So again, we just need an alt attribute. Oh, don't do what I done. Alt equals 5 cats looking around a field with a full stop. Because when I done this the first time, I'd put 5 cats looking around a field and forgot the full stop, and it was puzzling us for ages, but now I know what it was wrong. You live and learn. After the last image element, add a fig caption element with the text cats hate other cats. So again, copy and paste with the full stop in place. And before, so come tab, 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 or just bring the cursor along, whatever you want. Control V. No, don't do what I done. It's not that at all. See that? Right, so basically you want a fig caption here. A fig, oh, caption. Fig caption. A closing fig caption, sorry, and a fig caption, and in between that, what you've just copied and pasted, copied, Control V, cats hate other cats. So cats hate other cats, and it'll go under the picture with a fig caption. So that's the fig caption for the picture, and that's the fig caption for the picture. The cats love lasagna for the picture. So basically, it's just labelling them. So the strong element is used to indicate that some text is of strong importance or urgent. In the fig caption you just added, indicate the hate is of strong importance by wrapping it in a strong element. So just go to the H and put a strong tag and put a strong tag closing, and then you'll see the hate change to bold. So it's time to add a new section. Add a third section below the second section element. So, right, so we've got another section to do. So again, it's just a section tag. Oh, don't do what I done. It's a set closing section tag. Just a section tag basically. Inside the third section element, add an H2 element with the text cat form. So again, just copy and paste, or just type it. So H2, I'm closing H2, and then Control C, Control V, or as I say, just type it, it'll no matter. Then now you will add a web form to collect information from the users. So basically we've set up the cat photo app, cat photos, everyone loves cats online. So it's a picture of a cat. Cats love catnip, laser pointers. So we've got a list, an unordered list. We've got a ordered list with 1, 2, 3. And we've got a lasagna picture, and we've got cats, cute cat picture. I would call them kittens actually, but anyway, not worry. No, or maybe no. Who knows? Anyway. Now you will add a web form to collect information from the user. The form element is used to get information from a user like their name, email and other details. After the cat form heading, add a form element. So it's a form tag and a closing form tag, and in the form we're going to have all the details. So nothing but the net. The action attribute indicates where form data should be sent. Here is an example of a form element with an action attribute. So form action equals submit URL, and then in between the closing form. In the example, action submit URL tells the browser that the form data should be sent to the path submit URL. So add an action attribute with the value. So copy and paste. So this is where all the information's got to be sent if it was set up correctly. If it was set up to go somewhere, but it's no. So action. Sorry, it's in between there. So form and then action equals inverted commas Control V. Now the form, if it was set up right, it would go to the freephotoapp.com, submit cat photos. If it was going anywhere, but it's not going anywhere. Add action attribute with the value right to the form, right? So we've done that. So we move on for that. So the input element allows you to several ways to collect data from a web form, like image elements. Input elements are void elements and do not need closing tags. So they don't need closing tags. So IMG, so you just put a less than sign round and the greater than sign round IMG. So nest an input element in the form element. Right, so in the form, so we get into the form. So cursor there, into the form, and then input. Just put input. That's it. That's all you need to do. Right, there are many kinds of inputs you can create using the type attribute. You can easily create a password field, reset button, or a control to let users select a file from their computer. Create a text field to get input from a user by adding the type attribute with the value text to the input element. So input type equals inverted commas tex. So basically it's a box and you can type text. So you can write cat or whatever you want. You can write anything. Right, so it's a box. So input is it's giving you the person that's looking at the website to input something. So input type equals, so we're just going to put text. Okay, thanks very much for watching my latest video. It's not moving for some reason. Right, it's just taking its time, so there must be a lot of people online. Okay, thanks very much for watching my latest video. I'll upload the next 20. Thank you, bye.